We're nearing close, but before we close, I want to call out two individuals who don't have an official title in the city. Our department heads don't run big programs, but are doing such inspiring work. Just to give them the platform to talk about the stuff they're doing, and for them to show us that we don't have to be the mayor or the police chief or the Fuse Corps fellow or the free money giving away lady or Lori, I'm sorry, the SEED program director or the school board trustee to make an impact in our community. So these two individuals are Pastor Joey Stillman and Jasmine Delafosse. Thank you. How are you, Pastor? I knew Pastor Stillman was going to come dressed better than me, too. So, Jasmine, let's start with you. Can you just talk about why do you have a mural? No, can you talk about some of the work you're doing, especially with investing in young people and what you're seeing and how the state of our city could be stronger based on the work you do in the community?
Yeah, so my name is Jasmine. Thank you so much for having me here. I work with the Stockton Schools Initiative, so we work with families, parents, and students, particularly around how do we organize parents and students, particularly understand how policies impact our lives and how do we become active advocates during that process. And so, dang, the slide is so bright, sorry. I lost track of what I was, second question was.
The second question was, what are you seeing in your work that can inform the mayor, community leaders around what we could be doing better?
Exactly, yes. So, just like Mayor Tubbs, when he first was elected to city council, he was 21. And it was programs that were available for him to be able to see within himself his potential. And I think in Stockton, young people have lost sight of their potential, and I think it's because we haven't empowered young people enough to see their true potential. And I think for us, it was how do we, one of my biggest things is how do we empower young people to see their potential. So for city, is how do we invest in programs, such as Stockton Scholars, who are now providing a pipeline for young people to think about being college and career ready. And so there's a lot of things that play out into that, but it was really understanding just the potential young people have within themselves.
And can you talk about the mural? Because we all drive the freeway and we just see your face. So can you just talk about sort of the reception, especially from the kids at that school, and what that means to you?
I think it's been so extremely crazy. I haven't yet really sat in it and reflected how honored I am to have it. When I talk to young people, I got out of my car the first time when they were sketching the mural, and a whole group of 40 young kids, first, second, third graders, were screaming my name, Jasmine, Jasmine, Jasmine. And I think at that very moment, I remembered, understanding this quote that says, "To whom much is given, much is required." And I think for young people, I felt the sense that I had to give back to the community. And so for those young people, I'm at Edison all the time, and when I was walking through campus, all the kids at Edison were like, "Yo, that's you, I'm on the south side, I see you all the time." "Yo, I see you every single day. I drive over the overpass and that's you. I feel like you're watching me," and I'm like, "I am." So, when the first day after spring break, when I saw them, all the kids were like, "Yo, we made it," started dancing. And I think it was just so powerful for young people to see themselves as somebody who belongs in this community. And one of the things I said to the young kids who are there, that I'm no different than them, that I come from this neighborhood, come from this city, and that if we together put ourselves to be able to do that, I think we all can make this city better. And so young people, it's just so powerful to see young people see themselves in me and myself see themselves in them, because I am because you are, and you are because I am. And I think that's what we've been telling young people. So it's been so beautiful.
Just saying young people, how old are you?
I'm 22.
Okay.
So us.
but thank you for that, Jasmine. But I want you to share your story, because I think oftentimes the problems in Stockton can seem so big, and oftentimes people are waiting for somebody to tell them what to do. what I appreciate about you that even at 22, you just found yourself doing. Like, I'm gonna figure it out. And you've done so much at such an incredibly young age. You inspire us all. So thank you for joining us today. And Pastor Stillman, it's interesting. Today we had a budget hearing. We talked about community centers, and the whole time I was thinking, well, probably the best community center, the most utilized community center we have now, is the one we don't run. It's the Lord's Gym in the north part of the city. So I want to start by saying thank you for investing your time and resources on that part of the city, which didn't have much for anyone, but especially for youth to do. So if you could just talk about, I know the church does a lot, but if you could just center your remarks on kind of the Lord's Gym, why the location, what you guys are doing, and even if there's some needs that we can help support with.
Well, thank you, Mayor, for allowing us to be here tonight. You're doing a wonderful job leading the city to be a beacon and a light in the entire nation. So thank you for that. We appreciate your leadership and your heart. And I think Stockton is so full of potential. You know, everywhere you go around the city, if you look for the wrong things, you'll find them.
Amen.
But if you look for the good things, you'll see them. And being in this community for many years, I would always drive in that particular north side of Stockton, and I'd always see a need, and I'd say, how can we help meet that need? And I drove by an abandoned sporting goods store called Copeland's, which was an icon at one time. Many people shopped there. And I said to myself, that would be a great facility for young people. I could see the basketball center. I could see the opportunity center. I could see the games, the gym. And it birthed in our hearts to start a center for youth. And that's how the Lord's Gym City Center started. In 2010, we took an 8,000 square foot building and we renovated it. It was an old bread store there on Tam O'Shanter. And we started the first Lord's Gym. And I would drive by that big warehouse, that old sporting goods store, and I would say that would be a great facility. And through a miraculous intervention, hard work, January 2010, we started the Lord's Gym City Center there from 8,000 square feet to 30,000 square feet. And our hashtag, it is more than just a gym. We've had the wonderful privilege in the last few months to have our community, over 2,500 members in our community, to participate in that Lord's Gym City Center, and 1,300 of them are students from 13 to 17 years old coming throughout that gym every week. And it is more than a gym. It's a place where young people are never turned away. There's scholarship, they're sponsored because we want those teenagers to know that they're loved, they're appreciated, and they are our future. And one of the greatest things about the Lord's Gym is we build strength and ignite possibilities for everyone. And one thing that I personally love about it, as a father and as a person in our community that lives here, I think of the gym as just a tool, a crowbar, because if you can get those kids in a safe environment, get them off the street, interact with some positive environment, you can open up their heart to unleash potential, because that's what this city is. It's unleashed potential, reaching out to become a great beacon in the nation. And I think all of us working together, whether it's a Lord's Gym City Center, because it needs to be the community, getting involved, partnership, community partnership from everybody, joining that gym to help facilitate volunteering that gym, because we have so many people coming there each and every day.
Well, you know we have a basketball team now in Stockton.
And we need a basketball court.
Yeah, I'm trying.
We have an indoor basketball
That was a lob,
court.
Pastor. That was a lob. Slam dunk it.
You know, Stockton needs Sacramento Kings to provide a phenomenal court in that facility, because we have full indoor basketball, but we need Sacramento Kings to sponsor that court in that basketball center. So I need you to work your magic, man.
Well, Stockton Kings, if you're listening,
Stockton Kings need to facilitate that. That's it.
I think they'll be welcome for a conversation. But let me just say, this whole conversation was a pretense for what I really wanted to do. I think not just me, but this entire city has been so inspired by the work you guys are doing. I want to present you, Jasmine, you, Pastor Stillman, with keys to the city. Thank you, Pastor.
Really appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
Okay, Brad. Who's taking pictures? Let's take a picture. You taking a picture? Yeah. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. See you guys tomorrow.